Welcome back to TransGuyReacts. My name is Nik. I make videos about women's basketball. Today, I am making a video about the Game 2 of the WNBA Finals, Lynx versus Liberty, the Minnesota Lynx versus New York Liberty. This is Game 2 of best of 5. Lynx are up 1-0, and it was a fantastic Game 1. The Lynx came back to win that, and if you haven't heard about it, you need to go watch the highlights or something or watch the video because it's crazy. Before the game started, we had the WNBA countdown with Elle Duncan, Andrea Carter, and Chiney Nwumike. Love their chemistry, and I love to hear Andrea and Chiney bicker. It's really great. They did a pre-game interview with Courtney Williams, and she got interviewed by Holly Rowe. It wasn't too bad. I don't really love Holly Rowe or Ryan Ruocco or Rebecca Lobo being the commentators, but they're always in the big game, so it is what it is. This was a 12 p.m. game on the East Coast in New York. In the beginning, they actually showed the crowd, like on TV, and it was not all of the seats were filled in. It could have been, people were still getting food, getting to the arena. It could be that resellers bought the tickets and then they were trying to sell them for too high. I don't know. It's a Sunday game, but the rest of the arena was completely full, and they actually said that it was a sellout, 18K plus, a record for the New York Liberty. So I love to see that. I just hate that there were some gaps, a couple gaps. Later on in the broadcast, it did seem that some of those gaps got filled, but it could have just been like resellers trying to upsell those tickets. In the first quarter, it was lots of turnovers for both teams, but the Liberty had a slight edge to the start, but the Lynx were holding on strong. So Breanna got into double digits in that first quarter. It was 21-31. Excuse me, I have a cold, so I'm going to sound kind of weird and slow. In the second quarter, not many fouls were being called in this game at all, and it was a very physical game, but the Liberty were maintaining a small lead. Betnijah Hamilton was playing extremely well, and she really helped extend the lead for the team. It was 39-49 at the halftime show. Again, Elle Duncan, Andrea Carter, Chiney Nwumike, love to see it. Going to the third quarter, the Liberty are playing really hard, but again, Lynx are chipping into the lead, getting it low. Nafisa Collier picks up 2 quick fouls though, and it was her third foul in that third quarter. With 4:50 left in the quarter, the Liberty started making a bunch of turnovers, and then Collier picks up her 4th foul during a charge. She has to sit down. 3:20 left in the game. That quarter ends 53-61. It's really chippy. Lynx keep making advances. Going to the fourth quarter, it's a decent start for the Liberty. They get up to 11-point lead. Courtney Vandersloot does this reckless closeout on Tisha Heidemann during a 3-pointer, so that wasn't great. Heidemann hits 2 of those threes with 8:21 left in the quarter. Heidemann is able to draw an offensive foul on Breanna Stewart. It's her 3rd foul. Getting a little worried here. Collier gets it down to a 2-point game with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Serena Ionescu hasn't scored since the second quarter. She hasn't scored at all in the second half of the game. But Betnijah Hamilton is hitting a lot of clutch threes. The game is super tight, and the Liberty continue to have that lead though. Leonie Fiebich hits a huge 3 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. It's a 66-75 game. Then there's this crazy sequence of turnovers, missed shots on the Lynx side, and then once Jonquel Jones gets the ball, Sandy Brondello calls a timeout. Even though she was getting fouled, Sandy called a timeout beforehand. She was like, not again. There's been too many jumpers that the Lynx have won. It's 1 minute and 15 seconds left at that point. Breanna Stewart does make a jumper. 66-77 is the score. Then the ball goes out of bounds on the Lynx as they scramble for the ball. Collier almost gets a technical called on her for throwing the ball at or towards a ref. The refs converge and say, oh, she was just giving it to you, but if you look at it, it looks like she's throwing it. It looks like she's very pissed off. Sandy Brondello takes another timeout. 41 seconds left. Courtney Vandersloot Courtney Williams ends up fouling Sabrina Ionescu. 35 seconds left, and the Lynx they're like, at this point we're gonna lose the game. So the Lynx empty their bench. Sabrina ends up missing the first shot, but makes the second. It's her only points in the second half of the game, which is crazy. And then Jonquel Jones does a steal and a layup, and at that point the game's over. 66-80. Now the games are even, 1-1, which is fantastic. It's going to be exciting series here. Now that we're tied up, we're definitely going to at least 4 games, could be 5. Let's look at that box score. Bridget Collison had 8 points, and Nafisa Collier had 16 points, 8 rebounds. She had 7 turnovers though, 4 steals. Alana Smith had 14 points. Kayla McBride had 8 points. Courtney Williams had 15 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. She had a pretty good night, but 5 turnovers. And then Tisha Heidemann had 5 points. So a fair night for them, but they just didn't put up as many points as they normally do in terms of offense. For the Liberty, Betnijah Hamilton went off. She had 20 points. If you've seen the old Betnijah, I love to see it. Breanna Stewart had 21 points, 7 steals, 1 block, 7 steals. She also had 8 rebounds. and 5 assists. She had a fantastic night, actually. Jonquil Jones had 14 points, 8 and 9 rebounds, 2 steals. Quiet night for Leonie Fee, but she only hit 1 3. Surprising, but she did other things on defense. Sabrina Nescu had 15 points, but most of those came in the first half. And that was pretty much it. A couple other people got 3 points here and there. Courtney Vandersloot and Caleb Thornton. So yeah, that was the game today. It was really fun. Love to see exciting playoff game, because like I've said before, like the Lynx are kind of boring team, but they're actually playing pretty interesting basketball against the Liberty. So looking forward to game 3, which I think is on Wednesday. It's on the 16th, so I think it's on Wednesday or Tuesday, maybe. I don't know. But I'll be here to update you all on that, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.